Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Sherry.
Guys, if you can see, left brain is excited, right brain's back, right?
Right brain is back, but it's one of those things I had to channel my late Aunt Ruby. She used to always say, it you're gonna be in pain if you're sitting up, laying down, or moving
Whatever.
around. So you might as well get up and move around. So
Right.
today, that's what I chose to do. I mean,
Okay. Awesome.
every time I think I'm there, you know. And all of us, if I can get past the fatigue, you know, and then any time you have those migraines, it feels like you've been beat up, and,
Right.
and that's where I am, you
Right.
know. But hopefully, we can move past this thing, you know.
With those that
The
obstacle,
right?
right?
Yeah, those obstacles.
You know, those obstacles that you have to navigate through, whether it's through,
Mm-hmm.
over,
Right.
under,
Around,
whatever
by,
whatever
whatever.
you
Yeah.
know, and no matter what it might seem, impossible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you might feel like, I don't see the other side, but you have to keep pushing through, right?
That's so true, you know. And I mean, in my down days, and you know, the baby, he absolutely loves to be read to, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll recite things back. And so I just had the TV mainly on read aloud
Mm-hmm.
books, and so he happened upon this series, Pete the Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have a
That old
cat.
groovy cat.
Yeah, but if I had a cat, I would want a cat like Pete, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because Pete is one of those. This cat is so chill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this cat sets out on a mission that
Mm-hmm.
day or whatever, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and he's proud and you know in his appearance. But and he'll set out going someplace, and in his travels or whatever, he
Mm-hmm.
will overcome obstacles.
All right.
But Pete decides, hey, this one thing, you know, whatever, he's getting hit from every different
Mm-hmm.
angle. But he's like, hey, that's not stopping my groove, you
And
know.
and at one part in his stories is they always ask, did Pete cry?
Right, and his goodness, no.
Right.
You know, so Pete, you know, he might have a little setback for a little
Right.
while. And I know people always say, every time I take one step forward,
It's two steps
it's
back.
2 steps back, right? You know, but Pete's like, no, not me. You know,
Right.
I'm keeping on. It did not goodness. No, I'm not crying. Goodness, no, I'm not stopping. You know, and we have to adopt that mentality.
Right.
Like Pete, you know, like Pete, this cool cat, guys. You know, I remembered the stories from my older boys, but I don't know why it just refreshed. I guess because it was more relatable, right? You know, right now or whatever. You know, because the way we look at things in the natural, you know, we can compare them in the spiritual,
Right? Because it's all
intertwined, right? Because in Romans 5:3 and 4 it says, "And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience." Some people might say it's working my nerves, but this says patience.
Patience.
And patience experience, and experience hope.
All right.
So when we go through things, it's to gain that experience. So the next time that we go through, or someone else goes through,
right,
we can apply what we've already experienced,
right,
what we already know. We can apply these things to the test.
Yes.
You know, and
if I could go ahead, today, Mr. G and I were talking about it, and he was like, "Oh, I got something for you today."
Y'all be at that schoolhouse ministry.
Yes, right. and he said, "You passed the test because you've gone through the training." So,
oh wow.
So
that experience.
Yeah, that experience, and the word. She just read the word, and when you have that training, starting out training, especially if it's unknown, that unknown territory, it might start out hard, but one thing I know about training is the more you do it, the easier it gets, and because you're building stamina, right? So that training is to help you pass tests, and no matter what obstacle you're going through, if you've gone through something else prior to, that can help. There's that stamina that can help you go through the next obstacle,
Right.
So you just gotta push your way through and never give up. see your way through the finish line,
See
you
your
know.
way through.
And you know, because sometimes it's so far away, but if you just keep your eye on the prize, you know,
Right.
and just think about, you know, I can do this because I've already done something similar to it, you know.
Right.
I'm trained for this, you know.
Right.
I got, you know, I have this, I got this, you know, and just keep pushing your way through, right?
Right. You can't let an obstacle be
No,
be
no.
a stopping point for
Right.
you. You know, as she said, you have to go around, above, over, under,
Mhm.
through, by, whatever. So
Mhm.
any means necessary, you know, get to the other side of the
Right.
obstacle, and
Right.
you have to be able to do that.
Right.
You know, so with experience, we just learned you have to do it in the natural, but in the spiritual, you know, the spiritual is your guidance.
Right.
You know, so
Again, because it's all intertwined, right?
intertwined.
Again.
Right. And so we just on this night hope that we encourage someone to not let an obstacle be
Right.
a stop.
Right.
You know, let it be a go. And it is May 1st, which is the beginning of the month that we celebrate these great mothers.
Great mothers, right?
And so we do have I was going to say a reward.
Yeah, well,
it's not really a reward.
If I could go ahead and what we have is, because you know we're authors, right? Look, proud to say that. We have we're gonna raffle a basket, right? And it's simple to enter this to see if you win this basket. But what we want you to do is, male or female, you know, we want your commentary. We want you to comment and tell us who you recommend or who you want to see win this basket, because it is not just our book. We have some other goodies in there for whoever the special person is to win this basket, you know. And in the comments, you know, just say why you think they deserve the basket. Right. And I think Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah, we can do it on Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day, what we'll do is we will decide who we think the basket, and not to say that nobody's deserving, but what that one person, you know, in particular, who will win the basket, right?
Right, and we'll get that basket to you, and you can comment every day or whatever.
Right.
I mean, there's no cost other than you just you already have your phone in your hands, so
right.
Go ahead while you're liking us and sharing us,
right.
You know, share it
and encourage other people to share, right?
Yeah. And as we said in the note in the comment section, drop us a note about your mom, your mother-in-law, your daughter,
your
sister,
best friend, whoever
you know,
some mother.
Right, yeah. So just go ahead and leave us a comment, and again on Mother's Day, God willing, we will go ahead and draw a name and get this basket out to whomever wins it. So we know we're a little long tonight, guys, but thank you for your time. Thank you for just staying here with us.
Right.
And again, just go ahead and comment to us and enjoy your night.
And what sister? Go ahead, subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
Subscribe. Don't forget that, girl. All right. Good night.
Good night.